What's up everyone, Golden Dragon here, and I became in love with this recent half-sword demo. It's just incredible, simple fun, and I played it for many hours and I can play it for many hours more. But I do have some thoughts about the game and its future, now that I've played the game for a good while. Specifically, thoughts about what a game should fix or reconsider, about what a game lacks, and some of the ways that some other similar games thought through the issues and how to fix them. Like and subscribe, it truly means a lot, and let's begin. The first issue is fast and lightweight attacks. This problem is very common in physics-based games and has existed or still exists in several games that I'll talk about. It existed in the very early days of Exanima. Exanima is also a game that's focused on a physics-based combat, but it is instead played from an isometric perspective. Exanima put a limit to how fast you can attack with different weapons and items, and later fine-tuned those parameters over various future updates, and that made the game more into a tactical physics battler, which I did enjoy for quite a few hours, usually playing the arena mode in that game. That same problem, or maybe even feature, in the case of this next game, still exists to this day. The game is called We Who Are About to Die, a cartoonish, stylized yet fantastic third-person game about gladiatorial fights in Roman times. They tried to incorporate the fast, lightweight swings into the gameplay by even visually increasing the amount of damage that you do depending on the speed of the swing. But they also modulated that power by adding many shields and weapons, adding personal character statistics which give you and your enemies damage, health and speed, and various armor pieces and equipment which helped balance out the simplicity of you just wildly moving the mouse over the task quickly. This resulted in a physics-based combat where quick attacks aren't the best possible thing in every situation, and so on. Depending on which way the devs decide to take this game, the gameplay might change wildly. But in either case, I believe that making a decision right now on this issue and then trying to make that gameplay look and feel as best as possible is the best way to go forward, at least as a test if nothing else, and then we'll see what happens. Do you believe that's fair? What do you think? The second issue I wanted to talk about is the current lack of customization. Thankfully, this, I believe, is a simple problem to fix, as in it's not a huge and a massive decision which the devs have to ponder and ruminate about. It's a thing where it'll just take some time for the devs to implement the systems and features surrounding it. But still, I can mention what I believe we all want. Customizing the character is so important, and I hope it's not gonna be a new Skyrim Oblivion simulator on this topic. I want to make a tall, fat guy with a funny yet vaguely normal face and roleplay as Smaugh from Dark Souls. It's the simple things in life. I also want to be able to customize my armor and clothes, at least very simple stuff like feathers in caps and helmets, scrolls and emblems on armor, the colors of the emblem or the house, and so on. Honestly, the devs can go wild on this one. I like experimenting with all of those options. I would also like to focus on armor not clipping somehow. Maybe a modeling technique or something to hide the clips as much as possible, or maybe the models of the armors that aren't able to clip. I'm not sure. But this is the only thing I believe is very difficult to do on this issue. And third and the last issue, and on this one I believe I can offer something new and exciting, and that is multiplayer. Hear me out. Instead of being like 99% of the people who are constantly suggesting PvP or a versus mode, where everyone can and will just swing wildly with their mouse using a shovel as a weapon until they either break their desk, they break their mouse, or they win the match, I would suggest something else. A simple, functional co-op competition mode where you are held in individual dungeons besides each other, and you can help yourself or your imprisoned bodies by getting points while defending against the waves and try to be the last one alive and so on. Something similar to that seems insanely fun and even somehow competitive. The idea reminds me of some of the custom mods from Warcraft 3, where there are several players in the game and all of them try to beat the last wave in the game while defending each of their own lanes from the waves of enemies, in like a tower defense kind of a game. Something like that gets my creative juices going, and who knows, it might be very fun if it's possible to do so. But in other case, some kind of a co-op mode would be phenomenal. I believe you can game out a lot of insane and fun ideas with this mindset, and I truly look forward to see what the devs cook up for us. So, what are your thoughts about all of this? Comment down below. These are some of my thoughts as I play through the latest tech demo. And I can't wait to see more from this game and what the devs have in store for us. As always, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.